Hi, this is Tim of the 1916 Company. Welcome and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email me, Mosso at the1916company.com for purchase pricing and availability questions concerning this watch. Today, a very special 5-piece limited edition for the Hourglass. A famed East Asian retailer based out of Singapore, the Hourglass has been a strong supporter of high-end independent brands for decades now. So this watch, which is grade 5 titanium fired blue, was made in a special series 2019 to celebrate 40 years of the Hourglass. This is the DB28 Steel Wheels Blue, combining elements of the 2016 DB28 kind of blue with the 2018 DB28 steel wheels. So the steel wheels blue for the Hourglass is a lovely watch. And I should mention, a lot of people ask about the blue coating on the grade 5 titanium. They ask, what happens if it gets scratched? And the answer is very simple. Because it is an oxide layer achieved by heat, if it gets scratched, it just gets fired again when it goes back to the factory. This is not DLC. This is not chemical vapor deposition. It is not PVD. This is a coat created by heat, and it can always be reapplied without removing material from the case. So the watch is 42.6 millimeters in diameter. It's 11.6 millimeters thick as I measure it. It has a 26 millimeter spacing between the lugs, but what really makes this appealing is that it is on the rarely seen short DB28 lugs. Prior to the redesign of the case as the XP in 2020, there were several different lug spans for the DB28, and this is the short lug span. When fully extended, it's 50.1 millimeters. When fully compressed, this set of short lugs, 47.5, so it makes it much more wearable on a small wrist. Again, 26 millimeter spacing between the lugs. That does not change with the lug span, but the fit on the wrist definitely does. Now you can see this, it easily fit underneath the dress cuff. And on my 16 centimeter circumference wrist, this is the way to wear it. You could probably wear it on a wrist as small as 14 centimeters circumference because, again, those lugs, which are patented, are articulated and spring-loaded. So ergonomically, this will fit to you. The watch is very, very light. In fact, I think it probably merits a cameo from Sammy the Scale. We know that the FP Journe titanium and aluminum sports watches are very light, but I think it's important to remember that a standard titanium DB28 is an extremely light watch. And that's without making any compromises in tech or spec. The strap you can see is rubber and it matches the watch. Bethune Jean Rousseau is the OEM supplier to Bethune, so that makes perfect sense. Pull-tab spring bars, so you can pop the strap off the case without tools. A buckle that is also fired blue, grade 5 titanium. And you can see on the DB28, the buckle matches the design of the lug profile, as is often the case at Bethune. We have a screw-down crown and a 30-meter water resistance. The primary reason here for a screw-down crown is to prevent the interaction of the crown with the articulated lug. It's not so much to turn this 30-meter watch into a diver. Now, in terms of the profile of the case, if you look carefully, you can see there's no separate bezel and case. So this is a monoblock case. No seam between the bezel and case for a smoother look. Everything loads through the back. These little bullet or ogival tips here, those are the last styling vestige of the original DB1 chronograph, the company's first product from 2002. So they're a little reminder of where the company comes from. Unsigned crown, because Denny Flageolet and David Zanetta, co-founders of Bethune, they are classicists. They didn't like to have a branded crown. They felt it was unnecessary. Classical watches, both pocket and wrist, would not have had branded crowns in most cases. The transition from case to crystal is incredibly seamless. You can hardly even feel the lip there. Now in profile, there's a little pusher adjuster between the lugs that's used to adjust the half fired blue steel, half white palladium spherical moon phase. You can actually see the bevel gear just below that drives it off the movement itself. So this is a spherical moon phase, 1/2 blued steel, 1/2 white palladium, and it needs only one correction every 122 years. This is patented, like the lugs. The lugs are patented, the moon phase is patented, the twin self-adjusting barrels are patented, the hairspring curve is patented, the triple parachute shock protection system is patented, and the balance wheel design is patented. So just keeping up with all of that is tough, but it proves that the money goes into the watch. At Bethune, the money is always reinvested in the product. Now, they make their own cases, movements, and dials. So they have insourced almost every phase of the construction of the watch, right down to things like balance wheels. So this is a true manufacturer product inside and out. The moon phase Again, a 122-year correction, spherical, but so are the titanium spheres that form the hour indices. You can see they sit inside a fired blue serrated minutes track. And that here we have sapphire hands. And the sapphire hands, originally created for the DB26 perpetual calendar of 2008, they reappeared on the 28 steel wheels in 2018 and then again on this 2019 limited edition. There's a little bit of confusion about whether 5 or 10 of these were made. Sources cite both, but I believe that 5 is the correct number based on broad publications announcing the launch of the watch back in 2019. Several sources cite 5. Whether it's 5 or 10, I want to prepare you for either. In either case, not many. Taking a look at the dial, you can see there is a lot of fired blue here. We also have a steel wheels design, so we have open ratchet wheels, open barrels, and then the barrel bridge is also open. So the steel wheels are the barrels themselves. Manual wind, 6 days of power reserve. The barrels have sapphire linings inside to allow the springs to move with less friction. Now, one feature here, it's 90 turns to fully wind the watch for its 6-day power reserve, and here's the power reserve indicator on the case back. But you cannot accidentally overwind the watch. The mainspring, one of the mainsprings will slip, preventing damage. It's a 4 hertz beat rate, 38 pivot joules. You can see the balance is made of titanium and white gold. This is the 2016 patent DB28 balance wheel, the most recent. DB28 has at least 10 balance wheel patents, the goal always being to reduce the impact of temperature change on timing, reduce the impact of aerodynamic drag to the extent possible, but also maximize the percentage of total mass in the rim. So we have a blue titanium wheel with white gold masses outboard. We have 1, 2, 3 shock protection springs. That's called triple parachute. That has 2 goals. One is to prevent damage to the balance staff pivot, but also the hope is that most shocks can be taken up by the flanking springs here and here so that the pivot will not be displaced from its cup jewel. That improves timekeeping. You can also see that there is a patented hairspring curve. The hairspring itself, up until very recently, has not been made in-house at DB28, but the curve was always made manually in-house at DB28. By clipping off the terminal curve of the flat hairspring, shaping it by hand, and then micro-clamping it back to the inner coils, Denis Flageolet created a flat, thin, shock-resistant hairspring that would nevertheless breathe concentrically like an overcoil, giving positional stability no matter what the orientation of the watch. The movement is 30 millimeters in diameter, so it nicely fills this case back. You can see this is the 4th one made in that limited edition. 6-day power reserve, a lovely polished white gold power reserve indicator. We also have beveling, we have satination, we have mirror polishing on this case back, as well as beautifully tight and concentric engine turning. DB28 finishing is a highlight, even if it's often overlooked because the watches frankly just look wild. But take a look at the engraving on the deltoid bridge here, which, by the way, is designed to look like a leaf that Denis Flageolet found on a hike. There's a lot of questions about that. You can see that there's beveling outboard on the blue mirrored edge, and then this is actually not Côte de Genève. This is engraving that looks like Côte de Genève. So it's a very deep manual lathe engraving. Now you can see the center is fired and polished. We have open wheels for the barrel covers, but also for the ratchet wheel. If you look very carefully, you can see that the ratchet wheel teeth are micro beveled right there. And then we have a media blasted base plate with polished screw heads. You can also see that the sapphire hand has a polished metal cap that snaps onto the outside of it to give it better definition and make it easier to read. There is a lot to love here, but there are not a lot of these to love because this is a very rare watch. Reach out to Team Mosso at the 1916company.com for purchase and pricing details.